Looking for your next new series to binge? Ha, look no further. I got one for you. Folks, let's get into my review of the new series, God Family Football. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the new series, God Family Football, which is available to watch right now on Amazon Freevee. And that's right, you heard me right. When I say Amazon Freevee, I mean free, so you don't have to pay $1 to check this one out. And yes, this is certainly worth a watch, even if you did have to pay or subscribe to some streaming service. This series is 6 episodes, about 30 minutes each, and top to bottom, it just has so much heart, inspiration, and nostalgia. Honestly, for me, like I couldn't help but to like think back about being in high school, which we all did. And just really stepping into these young kids' lives, preparing for prom, relationships, your friends, your family, your friends that become family. But ultimately, this all revolves around this very, very prestigious high school in Evangel Christian Academy. They won 14 state titles. They were a football dynasty all the way into 2020, where they went on the 0-9 record season. Terrible. But now it's all about the redemption. It is about the resilience. This is about the Eagles who, now getting back to claim to fame here. And with that, we go into the lives not only of this young group of kids, but the coaching staff. Coach Denny Duron, who comes back not only as the coach, but he also is a pastor, and much like the title say, the 3 most important things in his philosophy is God, family, football. So not only is he teaching these kids lessons on the field, but off the field as well too. He wants to make sure that by all means, everything they do, all things I can do through Christ who strengthens me, is something that's quoted a few times within this. I can do all things in Christ that strengthens me, and just building these young kids into men. So with that, whether you're religious or not, I think that like you're taking these young kids and you're explaining and showing them that is. Football is certainly something to wake up for every day, to strive for your goals, but like football ain't just football. It's life attached to it, and so on. So like there's a lot of little different intricacies within this series that you can grab from, whether you're a football fan, an aspiring football fan, a parent to some up and coming football stars, or so on. There's a lot you can really go from, because we get perspectives from the coaching staff, the kids, the parents. Some of the friends of the kids who aren't on the team. Like, you're getting a little bit of everything in this. And shall I also mention that the executive producer of this is no other than Russell Wilson. So really cool to see his name attached to this, and it really does follow suit. If you know Russell Wilson, or if you just is a fan of his, you know he leaves his life through faith as well too. So like it makes sense for him to want to be a part of something like this. And obviously these kids hope to have a successful NFL career such as his. But what's really cool about this is that I think it's really a beautiful series about resilience. Again, coming from an 0-9 record and then seeing them bounce back, see what their day-to-days are like, seeing the ups and downs. And with these ups and downs, there's moments you're cheering, there's moments when you're on the edge of your seats. There's some actually scary moments. And I don't technically mean scary in terms of horror, but like there's some moments that are so surreal within this. We talk about injuries, we're talking about other likely things. There's a particular player, and he talks about his mom going through some health things, and then we get a little bit of perspective about the mom's health and the challenges and her wanting to be there for her son. It gets real in this, real and raw. There's nothing about this that is just look to me and look pretty. This isn't that fairy tale story of, oh man, it went 0-9, so this next season, since they got cameras on behind it, they're about to go 10-0. No, it's not that at all. So I feel like the production with this definitely gives you a level of like authenticity, because like you see the ups and downs, the challenges, and throughout all of this, the famed head coach, Coach Denny Duron, he's with them. He wants to not only get the school back to the glory, but he also want to raise these young men and to be stand up men, and no matter whatever they do. So like I appreciate it, But with that being said, some of the things I really did enjoy about this is the action on the gridiron. It's the commentary behind these plays make these games feel like you're there. Like, sure, it's kind of, you're not getting the whole game, so you're getting, highlights and pivotal moments, but the way they're narrated just keeps you engaged. I love the commentary with the game, the narration of the game, that really just heightens the action. And then after that, you're getting these interviews from the players, the coaches, or anybody involved that's talking about these moments. So like, it just makes it so three-dimensional, and you're so engaged. And like, when you're a football fan, and as we get ready for football season and college football coming back here, it just gets the hype ready for the season of all things football. So like, I enjoyed it. And listen, this is a high school here, Evangel Christian Academy. So like, yeah, they're not even in college, but the presentation and everything involved feels like a junior college per se. But if not college, these look like kids that's certainly ready for it, So it's just really cool to kind of see this. And the nostalgia part for me is thinking back, like, man, like, when you were in high school, you were rock stars. You had some of the best moments of your life. And yes, there was a level of, due diligence in terms of being on any team, no matter what sport you played. But like, looking back, thinking like, man, it was so fun. You didn't realize just how much fun it was. And to even experience it, even for a little bit of time, is just something you just kind of just sit back and smile about. So I enjoyed that. And with all the different players that we get to meet, there's so many different ones. I don't want to highlight one over the other, but there's so many different players, and everyone has different backgrounds. Even the coaching staffs as well, too. Everyone has their different background. And when you're talking about life in Louisiana, you get a glimpse into kind of how that is, but they keep it real. I'm going to say that they definitely keep it real here with that. But I think, talking about Denny, Pastor Denny, and coming out of retirement after 30 years to come back, this just makes sense. Not only do you have like the rock star of a player turned pastor turned coach come back and wanting to turn this program around, but at the same time too, being that positive mentor or influence for these young men as they get ready to turn a chapter into one of the biggest pages of their life, one of their biggest points of their life. So like, it's just really good. And I think as an adult, you look at this and you want to see these kids thrive. You want to see this program turn around, and you get those moments. And honestly, while this is just a season one, I can't wait for them to come back for season two. I want to know what happens this following year. This is all the way up into 2020. So this series takes place 2021. I want to come back and see what they did 2022. Obviously, the pandemic was a factor. So like, how does this all play into everything that happened? We see about some significant changes within the program. So like, how does that play a part? Folks, some of the team is getting ready for college. Some folks are getting into the senior year. You have a particular player that has to go back to his country. So like, what is the next chapter in these students' life, these players' lives? And I'm definitely interested to see. So with that being said, folks, God Family Football available right now for free to watch on Amazon Freevee. Check it out. And once you do, folks, let me know your thoughts about it. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon.